Thank you for taking the time and give me the opportunity to present the world premiere of a solution, digital solution with the name QuickConnect. QuickConnect is, as it stated, developed by Acenta. Acenta is a digital marketing agency based in Slovenia, and it's one of the only agencies specialized in the meetings industry. And that's why we are at Conventa launching our first solution with the name QuickConnect. What is QuickConnect? It's very simple. It boosts revenue and empowers sales team with time savings solutions. Empowering and time solutions. So you will ask, what is this? So I'll try to help you. I will give you now a statement that you would say, I look at you, Ronnie, and Freddie, and you as well, that you go to marketing events quite a lot, right? Any kind, workshops, sales course, fem trips, and you always have a lot of work. And when I put this, you will say, I don't believe you. But at the end, you will, I'm 99% say, this can be true. Can you read it? Save a month of your time while generating more than 100,000 euro more in revenue. Imagine, out of your 12 months of time, with this solution, you will save 1 month of your work. That means you can go on holidays and business is running. And at the same time, you will make 100,000 euro more revenue. And how? I'll tell you how. Very simple, by improving the after-sales process and marketing activities. Because with my deep knowledge of the meetings industry, working for a DMO, hotel, DMC, I know the buying process, and this we transformed into the digital solution. So why? Why we believe QuickConnect is important for you, DMO, hotel, DMC? We say strike the iron when it's hot. It's much easier to work on the iron when it's hot, right? When it's cold, it's really difficult. Isn't it the same with the contacts? You met a lot of great people here. 2 weeks later, do you think they are still so hot as they are today, last night? You met some people yesterday. They are not hot today anymore, right? Because you got new people who are hot, because there is somebody else who made them more hot than you did. Sorry, hot, don't understand wrong. So today's space in the business world demands immediate and targeted solution, not just quick, targeted. So if you're a hotel offering me incentive, don't sell me rooms, okay? Don't talk me about weddings if I'm not interested in weddings, because a lot of hotels, oh, let's offer them this and this. Oh, maybe they want interested in this as well. And at the end, you get a catalog of services which are not interested. So you're not of interest. So you need to offer targeted solutions. And then you would say, how? We say fast. It's very important. Pace. Remember the statement before about the iron when it's hot? Personalized. It's also about personalization today. Even before AI, with AI even more. It's automated because you don't have time. You want to increase your efficiency. Remember when I talked 1 month? That's the automation where it's going to help you. And analytical, because in today's time, you want to measure the quality of your marketing effort. And if I tell you you've been, EIBTM was the last meeting show, right? Of that larger size. Can you tell me how much quality feedback you have analytical? How many meetings, how quality meetings are? Did you generate any RFPs? Okay, this you can measure because you know them. But a lot of things you don't know. That means you cannot really properly measure the quality of a trade show. And this is going to help you. So successful business relationships developed through rapid, personalized responses, facilitated by analytics-driven automation. We don't have time. You need automatic and, of course, analytical information. So we say 1 step ahead of the competition. That's always the aim. So I'm going to read it. Enhance post-meeting engagement with rapid personalized mail responses using pre-crafted content and deploy a series of automated emails to build trust and actively drive conversions. As we all know, after the event, you make a proper follow-up. Sometimes you do it today, sometimes tomorrow, sometimes 3 days after, sometimes never because you don't have time. You come to the office, you have a bunch of emails, the boss wants something, and then you already plan the next trip, and somehow a lot of emails are not even answered. That's one thing. And the second thing is, it's important not just make a follow-up. As we all know, the buying process, it takes time. You need to interactions. You need to communicate with the potential client several times, 5 times, 7 times, 10 times, 20 times, different. You need to meet them at other trade shows. So you need to know that. In my previous job, it happened. A client came to my stand or workshop, and I start blah, 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 blah. I said, hey, we met last year. Oh, sorry. You're talking the same story again. Good morning. And I apologize. I met 1,000 clients last year. So sorry, I'm not that rude, but somehow you have to apologize. With this software, you will be notified. So what are the advantages? Maximizing sales performance, saving time for salespersons on follow-up tasks, enhancing the efficiency of follow-up procedures, calculating the ROI from marketing events and potential customers. So boosting the volume of marketing and sales activities because things are doing automatically in the back. So you're on holidays or working harder, and the automation is doing the job for you. And that means generating additional revenue through increased sales efficiency. So that's the idea. Actually, I have a video which we didn't prepare. So I will have to invite you to my stand to show you how it works live. But actually, the idea is you come to the stand, you get a business card, you scan the business card, and we don't do it a typical QR scanning or OCR scanning. We do it with the OpenIE. We have an agreement with OpenIE. We use their knowledge. Why? Because it's much smarter. They go deeper. So we even find you on LinkedIn, and we ask you, do you want to connect me with LinkedIn? Oh, yes. So that's one thing. And sometimes some emails are missing or some information, it collects from the World Wide Web. That's the one thing. And then you scan, and then you have some personal notes if you want. You give them some grade. Oh, this client gives me potential of 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. And then you can define some segmentation. Hotels want segmentation, or as a convention bureau, maybe you want to segment them into the incentives, corporates. We offer that, of course, as well. And then you move to the next step. Then you get the second screen where you actually have a predefined text, the introduction of an email, which is a plain. We suggest to use plain email because HTML emails are great, but they look very pushy and people don't even read it. So we prefer as a follow-up plain text. We have a team of professionals from the user experience point of view. My experience is that hotels, DMOs, they like to tell you long stories. And my colleague, UX designer, said, Miha, people are not going to read more than 2 lines. You have to make shorter. But I can't. I'm so special. I'm so unique. People need to, you know these stories. Yeah, I believe you, but people not read. So you want to read? Make it shorter. Today's ChatGPT helps you a lot, but don't copy paste because at the end, ChatGPT is unfortunately all the same. So you need to give a good content. So take the time and make it shorter. And then the second thing is we in cooperation with you, we define predefined texts, because if you're a hotel and clients want to talk about incentives, give them information about incentives. He wants to talk about your, catering, gastronomy, give them information. Don't talk to them about weddings if they're not interested in weddings. If they want to listen more, find out more about the destination or the country, give them that. And you send it. So all this process takes less than a minute while you talk with the client. So he stand up, you said send. And at the same time, he gets this email on his phone, connected with the LinkedIn as well. So he gets invitation by LinkedIn. If he's new, if he's old, it was great meeting you're talking about. And LinkedIn has its own history. So you see the connections. And this client gets an email with this information that you give him. And this is, of course, connected with the hyperlinks because you want to motivate them to make the next step. The idea is to have, the funnel. You have them in the search, discovery, buying. So it depends in which phase you are. You need different content. Also, when you buy, I don't know, new trousers, if you search, if you discover, or if you buy, you are collecting different information. So think the same as a destination, as a hotel, as a DMC. You need to adapt to that. Sometimes it's too complicated, but our team of UX designers tell you exactly what kind of content I need in this funnel, in this, so that you don't go too far and that you go too little. And everything is on the emails connected with the landing pages, because you want to get the people to your website in order to get them to buy either hotel rooms or conference facilities or destination. And the good thing is we track all that. Oops. Okay. We track all that. So at the end of it's a real-time statistic. So after 3 months, 6 months, you can measure the quality of Conventa, for example. We will do that next year with Goras. And then we will see how much this client brought me feedback or potential business, how much revenue the Conventa brought me. And you don't just go to Conventa, you go to IMEX, you go to workshops, you have fam trips, da-da-da-da-da. At the end, you have 25 events per year. At the end of the year, you will just push a button and say, generate me all the analytics from all salespeople, from all events, total. And my colleague Goras, who's in the back, developed a score, which is called MEPC. I apologize, I forgot the abbreviation, but it's not important. The number is important. It's between 1 and 10. And it's a calculation of all those metrics. How many people open the email? How many people read through the email? What did they do for all marketing events? So the higher the grade towards 10, the better the quality of the show was. And at the end of the year, you can say, when you plan the marketing activities for the next year, you know, you don't do it like this, but you have concrete information why you want to go to IMEX or to WTM or to Conventa, or why you don't want to go to workshop or fam trip. And that's the best thing. And for the first time, you make informed decision about your marketing, because we all know marketing is expensive. You need to be there, but many times you don't have enough information to decide. So you do it. Oh, when we did the research and we talked with the hotels, DMCs, why are you going to IMEX? Oh, everybody goes there. Okay, but it costs you a lot of money. Yes. Do you make business? I believe we do, but we're not so sure. When I give you analytics that you made at IMEX in last year, 50,000 euro revenue, is much better to invest than 3,000 euro into the registration. That's a very important thing. And the good thing is, according to our calculation, you will have the opportunity. Remember when I told you, you will save 1 month of your time. So through this calculation, we made an Excel sheet, and it's available who everybody wants to find out more. You put information inside. What's the average salary of a salesperson? What's his targeted revenue per year? What's the revenue of the hotel without OTA? And then how many meetings do you do per trade show? How many events do you do per year? You put all these numbers, and at the end you get out a calculation that you save 160 hours on a salesperson per year, and you generate more than 100,000 euro revenue. Okay, for a DMO, Freddy, for Slovenian convention, you don't generate revenue, but you will get very quality analytical information that you pass to members, and you say, look, dear member, from IMEX, for your property, because it's going everything on your landing page. So there were people looking, they came to your website through my website. And if they, through GA4, Google Analytics, GA4, you can track everything. So if we install the measurements, they can actually realize whether they received an email, RFP, or they were on their website. And if your website is properly done, it leads to an action, either buying or leaving a contact, depends from your goals. Maybe just what the QuickConnect includes as a software: substantive and technical setup, development of visual concepts for follow-up. we want to make it with you, for you, because hotels say, oh, we know best. And then it's long emails with beautiful pictures, with beautiful videos that they download for ages, so people don't even open it. So we work with you because you want that, you don't want that happens. Crafting of follow-up text and series of automated messages. I told you before why. So we want that you listen to our UX designer in order to achieve your goal, that it's open and click through, of course. Integration of selected analytics for effective, I talked about that. Customization of the solution. So it's not an SAS you buy from the shelf because it's tailored to your needs. Computer doesn't like me today. It's tailored to your needs. So Hotel A had different needs than Hotel B. For example, my experience that chain hotels, they are much more digitally savvy, so they need much better segmentation. So if you segment, you want to have different kind of follow-up and a communication. If somebody is interested in weddings and somebody is interested in corporate meetings, some hotels said, one follow-up, it's enough. I don't need segmentation. So we adapt to that needs as well. And of course, licensing fee, it's a living thing because you have this solution. Anytime you just punch the click button and you get the analytics. So that's why it's a server that's constantly working. So that's the licensing fee. What's the takeaway? As I said in the beginning, over 160 hours of salesperson saved annually, and in terms of a hotel, more than 100,000 euro a year. And through this calculation, the ROI is higher than 2,000%. And I think this is a number that everybody would just like to dream about it. But we'll give you, whoever is interested, please come to our stand and you will get the opportunity to scan and leave your badge, business card, in order that you receive this information so that you can make your own calculation, where is what I'm telling you true or are just stories. So that's the website if you want to learn more. As I said, it's a world premiere. This was done the last things in the last days, and the solution is now in demo phase. So on the market is going to be presented in April this year. We on purpose presented at Convent a demo version because we learned something further, which is going to help us to make the first live version even better. So thank you for your interest and